right. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Chelle with the Dr. Test Prep YouTube channel. We're on Unit 4, Lesson 4, Operations with Rational Numbers. If you have my book, it's $14.95 on Amazon. It's page 65. If you don't, no worries. Get paper and pencil. Open up the Desmos calculator, please, whether you have my book or not, whether you breathe oxygen or not. Open up the graphing calculator, click on Choose Assessment, and choose College Board. Let's get started. Okay, so these are a little bit more complex. What they want you to do is they want you to do it how you can see on Khan Academy, where they want you to say, well, this is the same thing as saying x plus 2 times x minus 2. So I'm going to multiply this by x minus 2 and this by x minus 2, and then I can combine my answers. Or you can use the Desmos calculator. Guess what we're going to be doing? All right, we're going to first put the divide symbol. 5 is in the numerator. X squared minus 4 is in the denominator. Use the arrow key to do plus. Divide symbol again. Remember, I like to type the divide symbol before I type in the numerator. And look at that graph. It's gorgeous. Who knows how to read it or what it's called? Some of you who are going to score 800 know what it's called. I don't care. That's what we have. Now we're going to click here and type in our answer choices. Divide symbol first. I'm going to use the A of X feature, meaning I'm typing A of X. There's no really feature. Underneath, I've got X plus 2, X minus 2. Nope, those are not the same. All right. B of X. I have 8 in the numerator, and in the denominator, I have X squared minus 4. Nope, those are not the same. Letter C of X. I've got 3x in my numerator. In my denominator, I have x squared minus 4. Man, look how close they are. If we were zoomed out, we might have said it was the same. So moral of the story, don't zoom out. Okay. Now the only other one we have to put is -1, and it's the same graph. All right. Letter D. Number 5. This one is going to be one of the ones that we're going to have to use the slider tools. Let's go ahead and type it in. Remember, hit the divide symbol first. And especially when you're taking the test, please type in the X and Y's and then take the extra 5 seconds later. Give your active working memory a break, please. Okay, nothing happens. I've got like the white triangle. So remember, if you've watched my other videos, I'm going to make all of my X's have the letter A. And then I'm going to go in and have all my Y's have the letter B. And then I'm going to have a slider for both. And you can make it anything you want as long as it's not in the -2 to +2 range. Okay, so this is our expression. Now we're going to type in our answer choices. Y plus 2 over 3x. I am going to write y plus 2 over 3x. And then I'll change my x's to the letter A and my y's to the letter B. And that's the answer, letter A. And how do I know it's the answer? Because no matter where I move the slider tool, look at how my answers are identical. Oh, that's a perfect example of it being identical. Who would have known? All right. Obviously, this doesn't equal 1. Like if I make this 1, like letter B, nope. If I make this just the letter B, I would get 7. I wouldn't get 5. Okay. And if I move my slider, those two numbers are not the same. And then I could type in letter D, but why waste time? Okay. This one is one that you really can't do with a graphing calculator. If there was answer choices, then you could use the trick. But we just honestly have to do it. Okay. So the easiest way to do this problem is to first factor whatever is the easiest to factor, because that'll help you determine what the other term is. So here I noticed that there is a 3 in both of these terms. So I know this is x minus 2. Now, the very fact that they told you to simplify means that one of these terms is x minus 2, because otherwise you couldn't simplify it. Okay. So now you're like, all right, well, what's my other term? I don't want to really work backwards. The way that I would look at this is I know I have to have an x here just simply because there's no coefficient. And so I'm like, all right, what's this other term going to be? Well, all you were doing is saying 2 times what number gives me 8. And I have -2 times what number gives me -8. Hopefully you know it in your head. If you don't, you can just type in -2x equals -8 and then scroll out and there's our answer, 4. So now that we've simplified the numerator and denominator, I can cancel out my x minus 2's. So my solution would be x plus 4 divided by 3. Okay. So like I have said, and like College Board says, you won't necessarily be able to use the graphing calculator for every tool or for every question. This would probably not be a question you would do by yourself just because it's too complicated to type in as a student response question. They might ask you like, what's the denominator or something. But I just want to show you. Okay. So we've just finished Unit 4, Lesson 4, because we just finished the harder questions. Before you watch my next video, and I would love for you to watch all my videos, but I do want you to stop. Please go back to Khan Academy. And you know what? I just feel like showing you what it is. Okay. What you're going to be doing when I say go back to Khan Academy is you've created your thing. We're doing Unit 4 Advanced Math Foundations. So here's Unit 4 Advanced Math. Unit 4 Advanced Math Foundations. We just did Lesson 4 called Operations of Rational Expressions. So we're going to go down here to Operations of Rational Expressions, and you're going to do the practice right here. Okay. And so this is the practice that I want you to do. So you would just click Let's Go and use the techniques I just taught you, right? So you're going to type that into Desmos. You know what? I feel like showing you. This video is about a minute shorter than normal. So all you would do is go into Desmos and do the same thing I just taught you. 2x in the numerator, x minus 3 in the denominator, minus, divide symbol because we put the divide symbol first, x plus 3, x minus 3. There's my graph. And then I just type in my answers. Remember, I can't just type in a single one, so I have to do y equals 1. And that's the correct answer because it matches. Boom, boom, nice work. Do the next question. Okay, same thing here. I mean, here's a perfect example. You can type it in, and they gave it to you with ends. So divide simple. So all you're going to do, you have 2 options here. Option number 1 is change the ends to x's and match the graphs. Option number 2 is just to add a slider tool, pick a crazy number, 6.1, and type each one of these in to see which one will give you 1.14, blah, 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 blah. All right. So when I say go to Khan, that's what I mean. All right. So in our next video, we are going to go over nonlinear functions. This is Dr. Chelle. Thank you so much for coming. Bye-bye.